Today, I'm excited to host this exclusive webinar with the founder of Lunacal. His name is Pranshu Kacholia, and I will be asking him a few questions about his background and also about the tool. And then we will jump into a screen share where he will share with us about 5 or so unique features about Lunacal that make this tool stand out from the competition. Now, Pranshu was kind enough to work with me in offering a free giveaway for a Tier 2 license of Lunacal. Now, to enter this giveaway, it's totally free. The only way you can enter is by leaving a comment below this video. Now, I highly recommend you ask a question about the tool because over the next 7 days only, Pranshu will be coming back to this video and answering any of your questions. So leave your questions below, and after the 7 days, I will be picking one random winner for a Tier 2 license of Lunacal. I'll have you contact me. We'll do a quick verification, and then we will have a Tier 2 license added into your AppSumo account. So with that said, Pranshu, how's it going?
Hey, hi Ken. It's going good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. So thank you for joining me today. So first, I want to start off by asking you if you can share the story behind Lunacal and what specific problem or maybe issue you faced that inspired you to create this tool.
Yep. So, Ken, we started Lunacal about a year back. We are a team of 7 people right now. Almost all are engineers. It took us almost a year, 9 months to sort of build the product because the category is really crowded, right? So you have to build a really differentiated product to stand out in this category. And then we launched, and now we've been getting really great traction. The core reason why we started this, so there are 2 essential things that I probably would want to talk about, right? The first one is that we felt that scheduling pages are sort of your most valuable real estate, right? Your highly qualified audience, they come to this page, they want to book time with you, they want to engage with you. And we, like the existing tools, sort of waste that opportunity to engage with them when they are looking to engage with you, right? Mm-hmm. So that was the core thesis, that what if your scheduling page could have content inside it? So let's say for a freelancer can talk about their past projects, their testimonials, a video introduction, some samples, so that the person who is booking that call is already excited to meet you, right? You can even talk about your personal life to become more human and not just a vendor who's there, right? If you have a dog, mention that, hey, this is who I am, this is my life. This was the core thesis, right? The second big reason that we realized after looking at the market was it's a huge market, and you have a large number of competitors. But what's happening is the top players, right? Like companies like Calendly, they are very rapidly moving enterprisey, right? So they just want to serve large customers. So we realized that a large number of features for these small and medium-sized businesses, right? Those are sort of missing in the market, right? And no one is really trying to deeply solve for them. So that's why we thought that this is a sweet spot, and let's start building in this space. And these are the segments that we're targeting right now.
Nice. So have you always been building SaaS software before, or is this your first SaaS startup?
So as a founder, this is my first SaaS startup. I've had a B2C startup in the past. But over the past 6 years, I've been head of growth and marketing for a few SaaS companies. So SaaS is something that I really love because most of my career has been in SaaS, and that too in early stage companies. So I enjoyed building things there, and that's what I want to do on my own.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. So how big is your team right now?
We are 7 people right now.
Okay. Cool. Nice. So in terms of the product itself and the vision that you have for Lunacal, so you mentioned freelancers earlier. So aside from freelancers, is there a specific type of user or specific teams that would get the most value out of Lunacal?
Yeah, so I think freelancers was just an example. Essentially, think
Mhm.
of all small to mid-sized companies who have a requirement for time booking. Now, this can either be to sell your services, right? Or this can be a sales context where you want people to book time with you, right? So, freelancers, let's say there are small gyms, everywhere where you see a service being sold, right? Those are that's where we are getting great traction. The other segment is mid-sized business. So think of like a company with 300 people, 400 people. They have sales team, and sales team wants to get booked by their clients, right? So this booking links that they share, or if there are recruiters who want to be who want the potential candidates to book them. So in these contexts where a little bigger business are there, that's also where we have a strong use case.
Okay, got it. So basically, any freelancer to a small to mid-sized business who needs a calendar solution, essentially.
In fact,
Okay.
a lot of agencies as well. Yeah, that's a
Mhm.
part I missed. Currently, if I see on AppSumo, probably the biggest chunk of our users are agencies who want to use it for internal use as well as for their clients. So,
Right. Right.
so they want to sort of implement a scheduling software for their clients, and they have a large number of companies, and we sort of allow that to do within a single license. So that's another use case that they use us for.
Okay, nice. So people could actually sell a calendar solution to their clients as
Yes.
well to make money that way for their agency.
Yes. So they are sort of buying licenses right now so that they can potentially use it in future for their clients, because we allow you
Mhm.
to sort of add, remove teams, members, etc. Right. So if I'm working with some client, I use it right now. 2 years later, work with some other client. I remove this one, I get the other one on board. So
Okay,
and I can
nice.
have multiple clients. So yeah.
Cool, cool. Nice. So I know you mentioned Calendly earlier, but in terms of differentiation between this tool versus the plethora of other calendar solutions out there, um, like what would you say are like for those already using another tool like Calendly, why should they consider switching to Lunacal, or should they even switch to Lunacal? Like, why would they make the switch from a Calendly or another tool over to Lunacal?
Yes. So I think the biggest reason is you sort of don't want to have those bland scheduling pages, right? Where the same scheduling page has been going on for the past 10 years. It looks the
Mm-hmm.
same way. Everyone's page looks the same way. It's not appealing. And it doesn't really reflect your brand. So to have that strong brand, you need to have content. You need to have everything customizable according to how you want to project yourself to your clients. And scheduling tools, I think, the scheduling page itself. It's a huge, like a massively underutilized asset, right? If I have a website, right, which is attracting my audience, I won't just build any standard website which looks like everyone else's website, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want it to reflect who I am, because I know people are going to come here, they're going to know more about me. This is my identity. And scheduling pages attract your most qualified audience, right? So why would you
Yeah.
want to not engage with them when they are looking to book a call? And this is actually a problem that almost no one in the market is solving, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we actually are very design focused and content focused from that perspective, that we keep on releasing new themes, new widgets to sort of allow a business to advertise them in front of their clients.
Got it. Yeah, when I was building my Lunacal page earlier, like I think it helps me show my creativity in a sense. Like I can kind of talk about me, like how to work with me, add photos, documents, things like that. So I feel like it's kind of like a mini landing page in a sense.
Yeah.
But the core feature is the calendar feature, and you
Yeah.
have more real estate to basically talk about yourself, about your services, things like that.
Yeah, you can even cross sell other things, right? So you have three
Mm-hmm.
businesses. If someone is coming to book time for one business, they should still know about the other things, right? They might just buy those services as well. So that's another use case that a lot of people use us for.
Got it. Nice. Yeah, because I think Calendly doesn't allow you to showcase other things you sell or anything like that. So,
Another a little extension to that, right? So the other thing that we allow you to do is that throughout the entire journey of a booker, right, the person who wants to book time with you, we have built different features so that you can sort of engage with them. So for example, everyone uses these generic email reminders, right? But what you can do is, let's say 2 days before the event even starts, you send them an automated case study about something. Right? Now they're engaged. 15 minutes before, you can send them some questionnaire. Once a meeting is done, you send out a thank you email along with a survey. If they cancel the meeting, another email goes out about why they should reschedule again, and here's the reschedule link. Right? Or let's say 4 days after the meeting is done, there is another video that gets sent out to you. So you're sort of engaging the audience throughout their journey. It's not a one-off booking event anymore. It's helping you drive more revenue from your customers.
Yep. So through email as well, communicating via email.
Yeah, and it's all
Before
automated.
and after, all automated.
Before,
Nice.
after, upon any event, let's say if they cancel, if they reschedule during the meeting. So those sort of things can be configured.
Okay, cool. Now, in terms of the future, so where do you see Lunacal going in the next 6 months, 1 year, and 3 years from now? Are there any like big milestones or new features you kind of want to see implemented into the tool?
So I think for the next 6 months, our roadmap is largely already there in place because we've received a ton of feedback from customers and we are rapidly building features. A few big areas are the first one is for these agencies. Right now, a lot of agencies want a completely white label solution. There should be no mention of Lunacal. And they have specific requirements on what would help them succeed with their customers and make more money, right? So that agency use case is something that we want to serve just through an exclusive agency plan. Want to onboard these agencies and help them make more and more money from their current customers. Right? The second big area is a lot of so you have these pockets where you have global requirements, language localization needs, right? Let's say you're in the US, you have customers who are all over the world. Now there are compliance requirements that you need to meet, and there are language localization, a lot of cultural nuances that you need to follow, right? So those sort of nuances are being built into the product. So when you're dealing with, let's say, a European customer, how should the time be shown? What kind of an email should be sent? What kind of a consent you have to take before you get their email IDs? So those sort of things are also being built within the product.
Okay, got it. Nice. And so right now we have the AppSumo campaign running, and 7 days from now the price will increase. So for all of the viewers out there, watch this video, and if you do think that this is a right tool for you and your business, definitely grab the tool before the price increases, because in 7 days or so, I think the price will increase. So right now we are in the AppSumo campaign. So after the campaign ends, what growth strategies are you planning to do to keep the momentum and grow your user base, after this whole AppSumo campaign ends? Like, what growth strategies, marketing strategies do you have in mind?
Yep. So there are a couple. See, our product has an inherent virality component built into it, right? So while if you have upgraded, it won't really have a Lunacal logo on it. But for all basic users, you see a built by Lunacal, and whenever someone is booking time with you, they also get to see this, right? So the inherent nature of the category is that if you're able to help you build a really good looking page, right, something that adds value, then the person who wants to book time with you might also want to try it out, right? So that virality component is something that we really want to like deep dive into. Also because so far the customer feedback has been extremely positive, right? So you would have these people who are talking positive about the product, and in fact we want to build communities around it, right? We're in fact right now thinking of should we do it on Discord, on Slack, so that you have this set of customers who are engaged with you, who's you're building more features for them, and then they're going to tell everyone about this, right? The other channel that I see working well is the influencer and the affiliate segment, because the product is very visual to look at, which means that it performs well when you on video usually. So we have received a lot of inquiries for affiliates. We are not really able to serve them right now, But once the AppSumo thing is done, we definitely would want to deep dive there.
Nice. Are you planning more organic marketing or paid marketing in the future?
Yes. So in terms of organic, so SEO is something that we definitely want to deep dive into. But since the category is very crowded, it will take time for us to sort of succeed in that space, right? In terms of paid marketing, we don't really want to target Google ads, etc., because there you have competition who's trying to sell to like really large companies, so they can bid a much higher amount. But on other platforms where our users sit, so Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, where you have these visual things attracting people, those are the platforms that we do want to explore. Also, because these platforms are good when you want to target a relatively broad base of audience, right? The more cost effective. So, and because we do not really want to price the product very high, so it makes sense to sort of use these kind of platforms.
Got it. Nice. Cool. So awesome. So I think now we have a much better understanding of like your story, the background of the tool, and also the vision behind where you see the tool. Do you want to share your screen and then we can kind of deep dive and you can show us 5 or so unique features that make Lunacal stand out?
Yeah, sure.
Let
Happy
me.
to do that.
Awesome.
Yes. Okay, awesome. So yeah, we'll probably start with my own scheduling page that I use to get meetings, right? So if you look at it, there is this calendar here. There are details here. I've talked about who I am, what we're building, more things about Lunacal. I've also added a few key links that people can go through before they book time with me, right? And then I keep on adding these videos. Maybe after our webinar, again, I'll probably add this video here, right?
Yeah.
Uh, I can add testimonials and other details, right? And obviously my social links are here. I've also added a WhatsApp link so people can directly click on it and start a conversation with me.
Nice. This looks, I'm kind of jealous. This looks much better than mine that I created. So cool.
So at the back end, right, how it works. So this is the sort of the page builder, if you will, and it's super easy to use. You have this calendar. I can play around these widgets. The first thing that I can do is add new widgets. So I can add another text widget, right? Let's say if I'm also a service provider, so I can talk about my another service here, add content here, add more tabs, right? Similarly, I can add testimonials, photos, videos. I can even add documents to it, right? And then obviously there are these social widgets here, and I can add as many widgets as I want, right?
Okay.
The second thing that I can play around with is themes. So this, for example, is a more professional theme for people whose audience is relatively uh, in this space who want very professional work to be done. And anytime I want to sort of make this change, I just click on publish, and the link that we had, it's sort of whenever I update, the new theme gets updated, right?
Okay.
Then you have this bold theme. You have a more playful theme for people who are in more creative line of business. And then this noir theme for people who are looking at a little more techie audience, right?
Nice.
And within a theme, let's say I select this theme, I can also have my own brand color here, or I can play around with some of these standard colors that are provided. Okay.
Nice.
And I can anytime sort of move these widgets and look at a preview of how it looks right now. And then the moment I click on publish, it starts to get reflected to everyone, right?
Cool.
And sometimes, let's say if I don't want to have content here for some time, I can just change the layout. It becomes a simple page and I can publish
That's
it.
one question I had too. Yeah. So for this toggle, it's just the calendar view then, right?
Yes, then it's just a
Okay.
calendar.
Okay. Got it. Cool.
And then I can sort of bring it back anytime I want. Right? Okay. So this is the part of editing the scheduling page itself. Yeah, there is this option of adding your photo, logo, etc. that you can do.
Mhm.
At the back end of it, we've actually built a large number of features. So the first thing is that you can create these different events, which is something that's actually available in almost all the tools. Uh, and sometimes you either want to share this particular link, or you would just want to share an overall link which lists all the different things, and people can then select what they want to do, right? So let's say if you have a service where you want to share and give clients the option to select what they want to book time for, then you can share this kind of a link as well.
Got it. So this is your main page, right? And then they could click into one of the calendars, which will open up the specific calendar.
Yes, so they can click on implementation information, for example, and here I can add more content about specific to this event, so they can read about it, and then the rest of the things remain the same.
Okay, nice. So the only difference is the top part where it talks about the event itself,
Yes,
and then of course the calendar on the left side. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
At the back end, right? So I'll talk about some of the cool features. Don't want to spend too much time on all the features. The first one is probably the email embed feature, right? So right now, what we see is most people just share this standard booking link, but you can also personalize it a little bit. So I can click on this email embed. I can select a few time slots that I want to share with people, right? So let's say these are the time slots I want to share. I can just copy it and paste it in my email, right?
Nice.
And the moment I send it to someone, let's say I'm sending it to you, you can click on any of these time slots and it directly goes to the confirmation page, right? So
Nice.
this sort of serves two purposes. One is it makes it a little more personal, because sometimes you might have audience who gets offended or would not really like to be sent a cold link. So now you're saying that I'm sending a little more personalized time to you. And also it helps you organize things better, right? Maybe I don't want them to book any time. Maybe I only want them to book on these times. So that's how this feature helps.
Nice. Yeah, I think this is a great feature for people who are in sales or do maybe cold email. They set up time via email, because a few years ago, I actually used a different tool that has this feature, and it was so easy to have people just book time on my calendar. They'll just click on the button and it's automatically added into the calendar, versus going back and forth and checking my time, checking their time. And so this is a really helpful feature to have.
Yeah. And I have actually, this link that you see, I sort of have bookmarked it so that I don't have to open Lunacal. I just click on that bookmark and it just opens up.
Okay, nice. Can you edit the design of that? Like change the font or the color?
Of this itself?
Yeah.
No. This we've kept as a very plain. You can edit the content here, right? But not the color itself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. So you
That's
could tweak the text a
yeah,
little
you
bit.
can. Yes, you can.
Okay.
It's a good
And
idea. A little more customization here might help.
yeah, to make it a little bit more eye-catchy, to
Yeah.
draw the eyes, I think. And the
Yeah.
powered by Lunacal, is that permanent or can that be removed?
That can be removed.
Okay, cool. Nice.
All right. The other thing is workflows that I was talking about, right? So this is how I have set up workflows. Now, within a workflow, the most common one is that a reminder workflow. So after any event ends, 15 minutes after the event, I can send some standard content people, right? Then what I can also do is, sorry, this was not the reminder one. This is once the event ends, that's when you want to send some standard content to them, right? Now here what you can do is either you can set up 2 3 different conditions. One is immediately after the event ends, you send a thank you email to them, right? So for example, I go here, post meeting thank you email, was great having the conversation, and you can also put in some content. Here's a video, for example, right? So every time a meeting is done, they get an email about it. Another condition that you can add is, let's say 3 days after the event is done, you again send them some standard content if you want, right?
Nice.
So these kind of post-event workflows should be set up. I keep playing with them, and I think some of the people who book time with me might be getting some wrong content
Yeah.
because I do it on demos. Anyway, the second kind of thing is that let's say an event is cancelled, right? At that point, I can create a workflow to re-engage these people, right? We noticed you cancelled, you can reschedule, and also if you want, you can add another, let's say a case study or something that makes them want to book again, right? So it sort of prevents those leads leaking through the funnel, because by chance they cancelled, by chance they did not see a lot of value. So your job should be to sort of engage with them so that they book time again.
Nice. Can you change? I noticed the email domain says lunacal. Can we change that to our domain?
No, so right now you cannot change the domain itself, but the name can be changed. So whenever an email comes, the name that you see at the top, that can be your name. But if a person clicks on the domain specifically, then they would know that this is from lunacal.
Okay. Got it.
But this is again a very common request that a lot of people have, and which is something that we definitely want to solve.
Okay. Perfect. Perfect.
Another thing that you can do is you can trigger workflows for a third person as well. So let's say you have a large team, Ken, right? And everyone is booking calls, taking meetings. You can also configure an email that gets sent out to you every time a meeting is booked or every time a meeting is cancelled, so that you sort of have that overview of what is happening inside the company. It doesn't really block your calendar, but you just get an update in case you want to do that.
Okay. So you're constantly updated whenever something gets
Whenever
canceled or anything like that. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. And for small companies, it's important, right? Because you're a founder, you have 4 or 5 salespeople working. It just ensures that you are in the loop of what is happening,
Right.
right?
Cool.
Uh, so yeah, the entire objective of workflows is sort of on these different triggers. Keep on engaging with audience before the meeting, during the meeting, after the meeting, and this is sort of entirely automated, right? So once you set it up, you don't have to do it again.
Nice. Is there any analytics? Like, can we see if someone opened the email or clicked on a link?
No, so that's something that we haven't really set up. In fact,
Okay.
analytics in itself, so we do give like data of all the bookings which are cancelled, etc. But I think we really need to do a good job at building the entire analytics module, right? Because there are a lot of insights that can be driven. So, for example, let's say every week you sort of get an email that your video was watched 3 times, or a document that you uploaded was downloaded 3 times, right? So that sort of keeps you aware of what is happening on my scheduling page. And then obviously there are analytics around the bookings itself, how many meetings were booked, how many were cancelled, etc.
Nice.
On this point, we actually have a public roadmap, right? So we ask users what we should build. They keep suggesting features. They upvote depending on what they want us to build. And booking reports and analytics is actually one of a
Okay. Yeah.
requested. Right?
One of the highest voted for sure.
Yeah. And then we sort of keep pushing them, and people are updated on how things are.
Okay, got it. So this one is updated. So if ever anyone has feedback or wants to add things to the roadmap, they would just go here and then add their ideas, things like
Yes.
that. Okay.
Yeah, that's how it works. So a lot of these ideas, in fact, most of these ideas are the ones that people have suggested. And then we either club it to some other feature, or we just slightly edit the language so that it's more easy to understand.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
Okay. Back to the product itself, right? So you have workflows, you have email embed. Obviously, the product can be embedded into the website itself. You can copy an HTML code and then add it to any website that you have. Right? So on our lunacal website, for example, we have a pop-up kind of a widget here, or I think we had a section in the contact section also. People can come here, they can directly book time with me through
Okay.
the team, right? So yeah, this is All right. Back to the standard things, and I'll quickly walk through it because they are sort of available in a lot of products. You have availability setup. You also can have exceptions for these availabilities. So, for example, tomorrow, if I don't want anyone to book time, I can set that up. Or let's say on Monday, I'm only available in the morning. So, those sort of exceptions can be added, right?
Regarding the availability, is there a way to kind of randomize the availability so it looks like you might be busy on certain days or certain times?
Not right now, but this is exactly one of the feedbacks that I think someone added to the roadmap a few days back, and it makes sense. You don't want to tell people
Yeah.
free all the time, so
Yeah.
yeah, that's something that we need to think through.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
You can set up these booking limits, right? So, for example, I don't want to be booked more than 5 times a day. I don't want to people to like immediately book me. I need at least a 2 hour notice period. Or let's say once a meeting is done, I need at least a 15-minute breather before the next meeting starts. So all these configurations can be done. Right? Then you have a lot of booking questions that you can set up. These are essentially the questions that people answer when they want to book time with you, right? So you can ask them for different options. So for example, I can set up what's your company size. It can be a drop down and people can select this is my company size, or what's your geography, or I can even create a custom terms and conditions that they need to accept before joining a meeting. And this is especially required if, let's say, you're in a slightly regulated country or you're in a regulated business. So if I'm in, for example, healthcare domain, then I might want to have a custom checkbox with my own terms and conditions mentioned here.
Hmm.
Right? Okay. The other thing is the team section. Right now, teams is now in teams there are a lot of use cases. Firstly, let's say if I want to do something for my own team, I can create a team and I can have sort of a round robin event wherein all the inbound leads that are coming, they sequentially get allocated to different salespeople in my company, right? So instead of, let's say, I can embed this sort of calendar in my website. So the first person comes in, that gets assigned to the first sales rep. The second person comes in. If the second person is not, the second sales rep is not available, it gets assigned to the third one. So it sort of automatically, intelligently distributes meeting between different sales reps.
So we could connect the calendar of different sales reps, and then
Yes,
it'll just do the round robin.
yes, exactly.
Okay. Nice. Nice.
Yeah. So, and you can, the idea is that you can create a team, add different members to that team, and all those team members can also be part of your lunacal.
Okay. Cool.
They obviously would have access to this event that they're a part of, and they can also create their own independent events like a normal user would do.
Hmm.
Right. And then there is this collective scheduling event, right? So collective scheduling is when you want multiple people to be present in the meeting. So let's say if I'm doing an interview and I want the HR as well as the marketing head to be part of that interview. So then it creates sort of a joint calendar and anyone books time on that calendar, the notification gets sent to both the parties who are part of the meeting, both the HR head as well as the meeting, the marketing head, and it only shows time where all of them are available. Right?
Okay.
It's also useful for small businesses where, let's say, we are two founders. We want, for most of these investor meetings, we want both of us to be there. So then we will create a collective event which will get booked only when both of us are available and wherein both of us will get invited.
Nice. So it's definitely creates the ability to have you and your team to be on the same call, speaking with customers, things like that.
Yes, yes, exactly.
Cool.
And in fact, another use case of Teams is when, let's say, you are an agency and you have multiple clients, right? So, if I've purchased multiple seats on lunacal, I can create different teams. Each team can have its own individual clients. Sorry, and then those clients will not be able to see each other, right? So I create a team for, let's say, client A. Their team gets onboarded, they all get access to their own lunacal. The day I want I'm done with the client, let's say my contract is over, I can remove this client and add a new one,
Okay.
right? And we in fact, all of these clients that you're onboarded, you can also give them a facility to collect payments. So let's say if I if I if my clients are small SaaS companies, right? So I can have different teams, and if these companies want to charge money for booking time, then they can also do that for their events.
Nice. And I did see you could connect PayPal.
Yes, you can connect PayPal.
Yep.
We're also working to get Stripe integrated because that's again a huge demand that people have.
Nice. Yeah, I did connect my PayPal earlier and it was pretty simple. Like you just add like two things and then it was easy to connect. So I really like that.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, broadly, these are the key features that you definitely want to try out.
Nice. Should I share my Lunacal and just to
Yeah, that would be great.
so yeah, I chose like this more colorful
Yeah.
design. Yeah, I just kind of like the more colorful aspect
Yes.
of like the layout. And so I
Yeah.
did add like two calendars, like a 1 hour SEO consulting call and then a 30-minute one. So the 1 hour, I did connect the PayPal.
Mm-hmm.
So they would have to pay to get on the 1 hour SEO consulting call. So I thought that was pretty cool how you could
Yeah.
actually charge and make money through this tool to set up any calls, paid calls. So I thought that was pretty cool. And also the about, about me. So I think I might have added too much text, or it's okay, I think. But
Yeah, it's okay. I think.
and how to work with me. So, if you're like a SaaS founder and you want to work with me, you can email me. And I added some bullet points here. And
Mhm.
yeah, let's connect. So a little call to action at the very end, just to kind of push them to email me to connect with me.
Yeah.
And regarding the email, so I did add my email right here and
Mhm.
my 3 social media icons. And one question I wanted to ask, is there any plans or a way to add maybe like a TikTok or other social media platforms
Yes.
here?
So not right now, but we are bringing in a widget that allows you to add any link and any logo to it. So it can be TikTok or anything else, any new platform that comes up as well.
Okay, nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I definitely want to add TikTok for sure.
Yes.
Um, yeah, and then I was playing around with the photo widget. So clients I've worked with, I just put here a couple here, and a few more. So I
Yeah.
think with the square, I think it looks really nice with the square. But I
Mhm.
do notice like for this one,
Yeah.
it's a little cut off, but I think it still looks pretty nice how it moves as well. So,
Yeah.
and then just a couple of my YouTube videos. So like a comparison video comparing two tools and then software reviews. And also I added a PDF, so a free web content checklist. So they
Yeah.
can click on it and view the PDF. And one question I had regarding this file. So I tried uploading an Excel file, but I don't think I was able to. Is there like a specific file types that I could upload here?
Yes. So right now we have sort of limited it to PDF, but we are bringing support for more files as well. Uh, because we realize that yes, every sort of business can have their own different types of content types, right? So definitely makes sense to add more file types here.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Yeah, because I just have one. Yeah, if we could add an Excel file, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah. In
And
fact,
yeah, so
again, this is actually a very good use case for a lot of service businesses because you also want to come across as a thought leader in your space, right? So
mhm,
you definitely want to offer some free content. It can either be as a file here that people can download, and you can obviously add multiple files, or it can be links that you have in the top section that my
mhm.
content or a free content, so that they open that content and they realize that you are an authority on the
Yep.
subject. So I really like this idea.
Cool. Yeah, and then I think I might have added too much content here for this 1 hour SEO call, but I do like how you could add the bullet points to organize, make it more easy to skim and to read. So I think that's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
You can also add external links in this content if you want.
Nice.
So actually, one of the focus areas for us is also to bring in more such widgets, right? Right now, there are 8, 10 different types of widgets, but as we scale, we are coming up with more and more use cases. It sort of is making us to create more such widgets.
Nice. Yeah, I think the more widgets you add, it'll definitely be a much more, even more useful tool. It just opens up a lot of opportunity to showcase basically any content you want.
Yeah.
So cool,
Uh,
cool.
a common use case is a lot of people who sell digital products, right? So they want us to. So for them, what we're bringing in is the gallery feature that you have. There, you can add images of your digital content, and you can have an external link there. So if you have a PDF collection that you're selling it for $20, a person can click on it, and they directly get redirected to your checkout page.
You're talking about like in this text area?
No, not
Or
the text area. Also, it's possible. It's also like maybe after 3 days, once we launch the next update, it'll also be possible in the gallery section where you have images added because images make a person want to click on it. Right?
okay, like right here.
Yes. So this will slightly be updated so that you have text, maybe add some description or price around it, and make people want to buy something.
Nice. Yeah, I think that'll be a really good feature to have. Yeah.
And this is an idea that I think we got a couple of weeks back from someone who was using the product. We never
Yeah.
really directly thought of it.
Nice, nice. Cool.
Another use case that I see in your case, Ken, is right, and not in yours specifically, but people who are providing services like SEO or these kind of services. You can also create an event which allows multiple people to book time at the same time. So let's say you can have uh, a 2 hour coaching class where you allow up to 20 people to book time with you, and they can keep on booking and they can pay for it, right? So then that adds an additional revenue stream for people. And also, once it shows that you had 20 seats, now there are 5 seats left, 4 seats left. So it also brings in that urgency, and people get that social proof that yes, other people are also booking these
Nice.
kind of events.
Nice. And that feature is already in the tool?
Yeah, that's already in the tool.
Nice. Cool. Nice, nice. Nice. So talking about seats and more of like how many people can join, things like that, should we go into the sales page and discuss the AppSumo deal?
Yeah, sure. Do you want me to share my screen and
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
okay. Is my screen visible?
Yes, I could see your screen.
All right, so this is our AppSumo page. We have like 4.8 rating right now. We have price increase coming up soon, so maybe in the next 7 days, people can benefit from it. These are the different tiers that are there. For small businesses, license tier 1 works well. It comes at $59, and you can have 2 independent users added to it. Right, so you can have like two. If you are there and your co-founder is there, both can have their own independent scheduling pages, independent calendars, etc. Right. The license 2 and 3 are typically for slightly larger businesses, wherein you also get your own custom domain. So book.yourdomain.com. Right. So then it also makes the link a little more branded from that perspective. Right. And this is where you start to use more of team features, wherein you have this round robin and collective scheduling in place. Right?
Okay.
Webhooks are obviously there, and this is again a feature that we released post our AppSumo launch. A lot of people wanted for it because let's say I want to connect my any external tool to be notified on whenever a meeting is booked. Right? So you can set it up using webhooks. You can have a Slack notification sent to you whenever a new meeting is booked, whenever a meeting is cancelled, right? Or integrated with other tools as well.
Nice. So I could, because I use MailerLite. So if someone signs up via Lunacal, I could use a webhook to just push to my MailerLite
Yes.
account. Okay.
On all three cases, whenever a meeting is booked or it's cancelled or it's rescheduled.
Nice. And regarding this CNAME, is it just one CNAME or can you add multiple CNAMEs, custom domains?
So tier 3 has 2 CNAMEs and tier 4 has 4 CNAMEs. Tier 2 only has 1 CNAME. But actually, 2 days back, we also rolled out another offer where people can buy additional CNAMEs for lifetime from within the Lunacal at just $39 per CNAME.
Nice. Even if they have tier 1, they could do it, or do they need to have tier 2 or higher?
It has to be tier 2 and onwards.
Okay.
And also, there are obviously fair usage limits. So you cannot buy 20
Right.
for just on tier 2.
Okay. Nice.
For these higher tiers, right, tier 3 and 4, obviously these are used when you either have large internal teams. So let's say I have a 15% sales team, then I would want to buy tier 3 or 4. And this is another place where agencies actually are buying this a lot because they know that they have a lot of clients. And with 20 users, I can potentially have 20 independent clients, right? And each of those individual clients will have their own scheduling page. Like they can have their own calendar embedded into the website, everything, and they won't be able to know who the other client is. So for them, these tiers make a lot of sense because you can essentially manage 20 clients for lifetime,
Right.
just for $279.
Got it. And this is also just for your internal team as well, right?
Yes, for internal team as well. So if I am a SaaS company, for example, I can have 20 people added to this. Some can be salespeople, some can be recruiters, some can be account managers. So mix of everything can be there. And then I can separate them by team.
Nice. Cool.
Yes. So yeah, this is how it works. We actually have also added an interactive feature here, so people can come and sort of look at the entire product before they want to buy it. Obviously, all the features are not covered in it, but yeah, try to cover it as much as possible.
Yeah, I saw this the other day, and I think it's really cool that you guys added it because, like, I was able to use the tool before I got the tool. So yeah, if everyone wants to test it out before they purchase, just go to the sales page and then just play with this widget. You'll get a good feel for how it works.
Yeah, actually, on our website as well, we have sort of tried to mention almost all the features. So like how different features work are clearly called out. There are team features and then all the remaining features as well. So I do recommend you to sort of go through the website. You'll find a lot of value in understanding the product.
Cool.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I think that sort of covers the AppSumo part.
Sounds good. Cool. Yeah. So if anyone has questions, leave them below. For the next 7 days, Pranshu will be checking back to this video and answering all of your guys' questions. And then after 7 days, I'll be picking one random winner to win a license tier 2 of Lunacal. So thank you to Pranshu AppSumo for offering that. But yeah, is there anything else you want to mention?
No, largely this is it. From a support perspective, if users ever want to reach out to us, we get on a call, we help them set things up because we also want to learn different use cases, right? How you are using, and that helps us build the product better. So if you already use the product or have already purchased it, feel free to reach out to us. Or if you just want to understand the product better, right? You can reach out to us and we'll help you understand it before you buy.
Cool. Sounds good. And then the prices are increasing in about 7 days. So yeah, if you guys are interested, grab it before the prices increase. But hopefully this video will give you a much better insight into how the tool works and you could decide whether or not it is right for you. So, all right. Thank you, Pranshu.
Thanks, Ken.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.